Okay, so we are going to be looking at sublimating on hats. So for this one, I just wanted to see which hat actually takes the sublimation the best. So I'm going to be doing the same image on 4 different hats. And these I got off Amazon, so they're super easy to get. We are going to be doing one with the Cricut blank, which is what I did. This is infusible ink, but in case you don't have a Cricut, and to cut these things out, we are going to be printing on my converted Epson sublimation printer that I can link that video below of how to convert one. And then these are just 3 different hats I got off of Amazon, and we're going to see which one sublimates the best. And I'm going to be using my Cricut hat press now that it's out because it's super easy to use, the hat round, and some strong resistant tape, and also using a sublimation paper for all of them. I do have another video that I compare different brands, and I will link that also below if you want to look at that. But I'm going to be using this one today. So I'm going to print out all the images, and we're going to start putting them on the hats and check them out and see if there's any difference between them. So I have all of mine printed out, and I made them about 2 to 2 1/4 because that's what the hat press from Cricut can handle. So I'm going to turn this on, and then I'm going to increase this to the 3rd because I need it about at 400. So that's what the 3rd one is, up in that range. And then I'm going to press them for about 40 seconds each. So we're going to see on each hat what that does. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the process for each hat because it's the same thing. So I'm just going to cut this around the edges there, and then using my form here that came with my Cricut press, I'm going to pull out the sweatband, open this, and this one is the Classics. This is 65% polyester and 35% cotton. So I do expect on this one to not be quite as vibrant, because the more polyester you have, the more vibrant the images will be, but we will see about that. So I'm going to put that around my hat form and shut it. Okay, and then I'm going to push down on the front. Okay, so I'm going to preheat it for about 5 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to center this and tape this down. We will see, the seam already seems a little bit weird, so I'm trying to get it as flat as I can. Okay, so it's all green. Alexa, set timer for 40 seconds. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and forth over this. For the 40 seconds. So I'm going to speed this up. So you're going to have to watch the whole thing. Alexa, off. Okay, so that was 40 seconds. So, actually I forgot to put butcher paper over the top of this one. So I got some brown already on the side. So this is how this went. So again, it is not as vibrant as I thought, but we will see how the other ones come out. So you can see it handled the seam fine. But, okay, I'm going to do the other ones and then we're going to compare. Okay, so I've done all of the hats, so I just wanted to show you what the outcome was here. So that first hat that I showed you, this was the, 65% polyester. So you can tell it's not very bright because it's a little bit less. It still worked, it still went over the seam, which is nice, but definitely not real vibrant colors on that one because of the lower count of polyester. But then I did this one, which is 100% polyester. And actually, this one was vibrant on the sides, but did not handle the seam at all. I have no idea why. The backing in here, but it almost seems like it, I don't know, didn't have any polyester or something right in that seam. So this hat probably would be fine to do if you're just doing it on the edges, but not over that seam. So kind of odd because this seam went perfectly fine. So not sure what happened on that one. So this one I really wanted to like and it to do well, and it did the vibrant colors. But this one, I don't know if you can tell, it does have that indentation mark of the square that was on. And I think it's because of this back is very squishy. So I tried to heat on the edges to get some of that out. So probably not something that you see super far away, but when you get up to, you can, I don't even know if you can really see it well. You can see those crease lines on the outside. So just something, if that bothers you. This did turn a little bit yellow also with the heat, even with butcher paper on it. So you can tell the outsides are a little white, and then with that 400-degree heat, it got a little bit yellow. So something else to think about. If you were to do like a sublimation that you could cut really, really close or do like a square outline, then you wouldn't see the edges. So an option for that one. With this one, that was 100% polyester too. So this is the Cricut hat, and this one actually got the brightest on here. You will notice that it's kind of messed up on here, and that's because I forgot to fold down the sweatband. So I was doing all these, and this was the only one I forgot that on. So it didn't press real well right at the bottom there. So that's what happens if you don't fold the sweatband down. You don't get that real good press there. And I think that's also what caused some issues down in here. But the brightness of it, similar to the other one. So just to give you an idea of just these kind of 4 brands of hats before you get started, if you want to do actually the sublimation with the hat press on these. So I know there's lots of other ones to try. Definitely the higher polyester is going to be the best for sublimation. If you're using iron-on vinyl, obviously it doesn't matter. And then ones that aren't as kind of squishy on the front side, so you don't get that crease in the back there. So I will be sticking to the Cricut hats. I actually like these. They actually fit well. And I think they're like $9.99. So similar price on all of them. I think they were all $8 or $9 for the Blink hats. Okay, so I hope that helped you some in deciding on when you're starting to do some sublimation on hats. And make sure you hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss any more videos. And have a great day.